So if you're familiar with color grading in post-production, great, you may love this. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't do this. It's just gonna add a lot of time and effort, and I don't ever do this. Like, I will very rarely do this if I got some majestic, incredible, once-in-a-lifetime shot that I wanna grade afterwards, and I'm only gonna do that after I've already shot it in normal mode, because more than likely, DJI is gonna do a better job of getting that color right than I am. So again, here's what it looks like if you're looking at a full-res version of this, and then here is what it looks like if I go back and change over to the normal mode. Now, one quick thing to note here is that all the stuff that you're seeing on the screen recording is a screen recording at a lower resolution. So in the case of the DJI RC, it has a screen on itself of 1080p, but the screen recording is actually a little bit lower than that, so it's going to look a little bit pixelated and blocky to you. To me, on the screen, it looks really nice and sharp, but the screen recording that it does is lower than that. And of course, the actual camera recording of the camera itself is 4K, which is roughly about 4 times the resolution of 1080p. Okay, so now just to kind of show some basic moves here, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna rotate this way, I'm gonna go up a little bit of altitude just so we got a little more perspective. I'm gonna go towards our windmill right there, and now I'm gonna go forward. So I'm gonna push the stick forward, and I'm gonna go ahead and then rotate the gimbal down as I do that. So again, slowly doing that. A little bit too fast because my timing wouldn't have had me arrive at the windmill on time. But again, you see the point here to be able to go ahead and do this. I can now go the other direction. So now I'm kind of going ahead and opening up, and you see the windmill as I arrive at it. So kind of cinematic there if you wanted to. And now we're closer to the windmill itself. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, there's a couple of custom buttons that you can set. These are particularly useful for the video and photo modes. So if you choose the top dot at the top there, you go to Control, you go on down here, you see button customization, C1 and C2. You have recenter gimbal and follow and FPV. So I can choose what to do for one of these things. I can go ahead and say this will increase the EV or decrease the EV. I can reset the gimbal. I can go into hyperlapse mode. These are useful if you just want to quick action things. Resetting the gimbal is a good example of that. So to show what that looks like now is I've got this custom mode, custom 1 at the bottom. I'm first going to put the gimbal straight down at some wonky angle of 58 degrees, you can see there. And I just press the C1 and boom, it's straight back to level again.